is a really good example of an early 19th century cellarette. And the idea of having a cellarette in the dining room, it was a halfway house. So your butler or member of staff would go down to the wine cellar, bring the chosen bottles of wine, and then place them into an article like this. But when you're buying one of these, you must test that they're the right height, because I've seen a number of them and they're too short. So when people are thinking they can use them for today's use, they're not fit for purpose. So make sure that they are fit for purpose. And this one is a very good example which works for today. This is mostly made from the workshops of Gillows of Lancaster. And the reason why I say that is when you look at, well, how it's been executed with these lovely flame veneers and the mouldings and the reeded legs, it just ticks all the boxes saying it's come from the workshops of Gillows of Lancaster. Now let's have a final look at the detail. Look at that flame veneer. It's so rich. You have fine little double mouldings, and so it holds this panel together. And then when we look at the sides, the colour is just amazing. The back, one big piece of veneer going all the way through, and the sides again. The whole thing is really, really smart. Inside, you've got this lovely Moroccan leather. Bearing in mind, mahogany was red, and I think this is echoing the red from the mahogany. We have the original interior, which is lead-lined. The idea that it's lead-lined is to keep the temperature quite cool from once the wine has been taken from the original wine cellar. Wine coolers and cellarettes are often mixed up. The difference between a wine cooler is that a wine cooler will have a little tap on the underside. Now the idea is you would put ice and ice water into the wine cooler, and when all the water is melted you would release the tap or undo the tap, and then the water would come out, and that would go into a little bowl and be taken away. But for the cellarette, it's just to keep the wine at a temperate temperature. So how would it work today? It works really well because, I say, it's the right height for a traditional wine bottle. It's smart, it's unpretentious, it's very elegant. It works also if you were going to use it as an end table. So if you've got an armchair or settee, it works because it's the right height. You know, you put a lamp on it, photo frames on it, magazines. It's an attractive piece of furniture. And today, it's very important that when we are buying and collecting antiques, they work in your lifestyle. And this, I can say, would.